Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Time for some peperomias. Do you want to see which ones I have? So, again, if you've seen any of my collection videos, you know I am not a species-specific type of gal. Call them what I call them. I have name tags in most of my plants, but as far as pronunciation goes, guys, give me a break, okay? I will say I got most of these peperomias through the Plant Chica, which I'll link below, and Josh's Frogs. And they're all still doing very well except for one, which I believe I may have murdered in the prime of its life. Hey, we've all been there, right? Right. Okay, I got my tea, I got my phone, you know, gotta rely on Google for some info. And I have my peperomias. I'm gonna do a once over really quick so you can kind of see what we're working with here. And I do have many more peperomias than I do any other plant aside from cacti. Cacti are my fave, but I have a special love for peperomia as well. They are a little bit more finicky and harder to deal with in terms of like watering, soil. I feel like the conditions need to be there, and they definitely cannot be overwatered, which I believe is how I murdered one of mine. Okay, let's start with my little one in my piggy here. You guys, look how cute. It's actually in a terracotta pot. Here, let me get it out. So that's just a little cash po, my piggy. But this is the Rana Verde. Again, Chinese money plant, most of you know it as. This is actually 2-in-1, and this has grown so many new babies since I got it. This is a fairly easy plant to take care of. Most of these peperomias are in some decent light, filtered light, pulled maybe a foot or two back from windows. I do have a couple of them in our block windows in our living room, which get very, very filtered light. So nothing too direct or it can burn the leaves. All right, Piggy, you go down there. He's big. All right, let's start with our other big guy here. This is the Peperomia Scandens Green, and this has grown so much since I got it. I put a stake in here. I might need to use like some soft twine to attach it to the dowel because it's kind of fallen over. But these are definitely a trailing plant. They either like to trail up or trail down. I think it's kind of cool trailing up. I've kind of trained it to do that. And the leaves are heart-shaped, so they're super cute. All right, we're gonna put you on the ground. You stay down there. Sip of my tea. Moving on. We have the oh so famous Pilea peperomoides, which is this a peperomia? Peperomoides, is it? Answer that in the comment section below. I grabbed it because I wasn't 100% sure. You know what, let's just Google it, guys. Why don't we just, let's just Google it. This doesn't say if a Pilea, however you say it, is a peperomia. It's got a similar name, has similar care tips, similar leaf structures. So I don't know. This might not even be a peperomia. Anyway, moving on to the next one. We'll go this way. This is my Pilea Ruby Cascade. Peperomia Ruby Cascade. I am not 100% certain if that's the species name or what. This plant, guys, I love it. So I let it dry out thoroughly. You might notice most of my plants are in terracotta or concrete. I do have a few in ceramic, and I think that they like terracotta better. They do like the porous pot structure. They can breathe a little bit more easily. They don't like to have their feet wet. Did a leaf just fall off? I don't know. So I think I may end up putting one of the ones that I'm murdering currently in a terracotta pot to see if I can bring it back. But this has been super happy in here. I got this at Home Depot actually. And it's definitely a trailing plant, and it's grown so much. Like, these were not trailing when I got it. So I'm very happy with this. And I love any plants that are succulent, like with foliage, but that also are like super compacted, just like in full up top. I just think that that's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? Okay, moving on to the silver, what's your name? Silver Ripple Peperomia. Yes. This almost looks like the watermelon, except the watermelon peperomia is very defined veins, and they're obviously darker veins, but this has dark veins too, but it's got a silver kind of touch to it. It's so pretty, guys. I love it. My camera doesn't autofocus, so that's why I'm putting it in front of my face, because I focused on my face, so hopefully you can see me. Okay, next up is the Green Emerald Peperomia. Is that the real name? Peperomia caperata? Caperata? Caperata! That sounds right. We'll go with that. This is in a concrete planter I got in Nashville, Tennessee at Flower Shop. I will link them below. You guys, if you're ever in Nashville, check them out. I love this planter. Anyway, these have super deep green leaves. I actually also have the Ruby Ripple Peperomia, or Red Emerald Peperomia. I don't know what it's called, but I'll link a picture of it here. That one's outside currently in a little tiny pot. But this is just so, like, the leaves are super, super, like, 3D. They have so much texture. They're not flat. They're very, very rippled, hence the name. And when they are thirsty, they flop over and they tell you they're thirsty. Yesterday, before I watered this, these bigger leaves were literally like hanging over. It's almost like the Photonia flop. All right, moving on. We have, a sad plant. This is the one I'm saying that I may have murdered. I think I might have overwatered it. So this leaf is in good shape. You could tell that its structure is very succulent. It's got some stability there. This one, not so much. And there's a dead leaf here that I could just pull out and show you. It's sad. It's a sad, sad day for this guy. This is the Peperomia obtusifolia. Golden Gate obtusifolia. Oh, here's another one, guys. It's just, I'm just going to put it down because it's going to make me mad. Next up is the Peperomia Trinervula. Who names these things, guys? And can we get a little bit more simple? These are cool, though. Look at these leaves. They're small, but they're kind of elongated. Very cool plant. I got this from Josh's Frogs. It's been doing great ever since I got it. Tons of new little babies in there. I love it. It's in this cute little patinaed terracotta pot. Oh yeah, Peperomia Cupid. These leaves are super cool too. This almost looks like a little tree. It's gotten 3 new leaves up top since I got it. And super healthy. Very easy to take care of, these guys. Peperomia Cupid. I don't know what the real name is. Don't ask me. Love this Peperomia, guys. This is a Peperomia rubella. The underside of the leaves are like a ruby red, and so are the stems that the leaves are on. And the leaves are so tiny. When I got this, there was virtually no leaf drop. Like I don't even know like how they packaged it to where none of the leaves fell off. I repotted it recently because I was nervous to repot it because I didn't want the leaves to fall off. And they're very durable, actually. Like you would think that they'd be really fragile. They're not. They're on there. So I was happy that I did not lose. I think I might have lost like one little stem. But new growth since I got it only a couple of weeks ago. So that's really exciting. Also from Josh's Frogs, guys. This is in a ceramic glaze with a drain hole. It's got a little cactus on it. This is from Walmart. I love this planter. This is I don't know how to pronounce this. Fagerlandinii Peperomia Fagerlandinii. Like, really, like, who names these plants these crazy names? These leaves are fragile. They are succulent-like. Look at, like, tons of new babies on here. This is in my west window in my office, and it's another trailing plant, and it's just super happy in this container. I love it. I love this peperomia. It's very easy to care for this. It doesn't seem to mind the ceramic glaze. I love it. Guys, my last one here. Is this my last one? Yes, my last one. Is the Peperomia Hope. This is super cute. It's got like those little silver dollar type leaves on it. And I think this might be time to repot because it's grown so, like, these were not there when I got it. So it's grown quite a bit. And this is a tiny terracotta pot. So I feel like it needs a bigger home. Maybe bump it up to a 4-inch instead of a 2-inch. Yes. And last but not least, I also wanted to show you guys some cuttings that I took from my green emerald and my Chinese money plant. So these leaves literally just fell off, and I decided to put them in water. And guys, this is about 4 months later. I'll do a close-up on here. There are water babies, tons of water babies in these, which is so cool how they're just, I like don't want to repot them because I just want to see them grow underwater like this. It's super cute. I have these on my shelf in my office. You may have seen them in my office tour, which I'll link above if you are willing to check that out or wanting to check that out. But I just think that that's so cool how they grow underwater like that. And most of us would think, well, you know, a succulent type of leaf underwater would rot, but they grow. It's kind of weird. It boggles my mind sometimes. Anyways, guys, sip of tea. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me in this peperomia collection. If you have a peperomia that you did not see here that you might want, if you guys are interested in any of these peperomias, be sure to reach out, ask me where I got it from, and I'd be happy to tell you or send you a link to where you can get yours from. And that is it, guys. If you're interested in any of the supplies that I use, they are linked in the description box below as well. I know I don't mention that as often, but I do shop a lot on Amazon, so you can always check out what I use down below in the description. And if you have any questions, just reach out and let me know. Thanks, guys. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one.